Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Happy to see everyone here this evening. I thought today we might need to have everyone stand and sing a song from a Broadway musical, Don't Rain on My Parade. I've got to tell you that in early afternoon with the weather forecast, of course, we're always concerned about safety and our students, and we weren't sure. I know there were a number of school systems that had to cancel today for a number of reasons. It's interesting on Don't Rain on My Parade. Some of you may remember that from the Broadway musical that Barbra Streisand, anybody? Oh, I'm the only one that's a Barbra Streisand fan. Is there anybody else that is? Just me? Okay, one, I see one or two. Okay, great. I have all her music. But the piece that I want to mention as we start this evening that fits with that is that when you think about a musical and you think about a play, there's so much that goes into that production. It just doesn't happen. People don't just walk on stage and it's an automatic success. And certainly as the finale comes, and that particular song, Don't Rain on My Parade, was the finale for Funny Girl. Now, I mind you in saying, I wasn't thinking anything was really funny today about this up and down about the weather. But the finale builds, and what happens is everyone's effort and dedication and performance goes into that. I feel like that's what we're about tonight. And that's why we're here. And that's to celebrate the academic success of our students that have put everything together as a production, and it's their final academic and an outstanding finale. So we're very pleased tonight to be able to celebrate that and be able to be part of this experience. One thing about a finale and at the end of a production, I've always felt when I've attended something is you're generally moved by what you've seen, by what you've heard, and what you've experienced. And I think tonight that will be the case. You be the judge of that at the end. It's my distinct pleasure at this time, as we start this evening's program, to introduce our chairperson of our Board of Trustees, Rick Verberg, to offer us a reflection.
Good evening, everybody. Our meditation this evening is from The Night House by Billy Collins, United States Poet Laureate. It is a poem of observations about being human. Tonight we honor Grand Rapids Community College Delta Pi Alphas, our academic stars, who are leaders not only now, but will be forward into the future. We thank you for coming to our college and thank the family, friends, faculty, and staff that supported you during your studies here. We are proud of you. Now for our reflection piece, The Night House by Billy Collins. The Night House. Every day the body works in the fields of the world, mending a stone wall or swinging a sickle through the tall grass. The grass of civics, the grass of money. And every night the body curls around itself and listens for the soft bells of sleep. But the heart is restless and rises from the body in the middle of the night, leaves the trapezoidal bedroom with its thick, pictureless walls to sit by herself at the kitchen table and heat some milk in a pan. And the mind gets up too, puts on a robe and goes downstairs, and opens a book on engineering. Even the conscience awakens and roams from room to room in the dark, darting away from every mirror like a strange fish. And the soul is up on the roof in her nightdress, straddling the ridge, singing a song about the wildness of the sea until the first rip of pink appears in the sky. Then they all will return to the sleeping body the way a flock of birds settles back into a tree, resuming their daily colloquy, talking to each other or themselves, even through the heat of the long afternoons, which is why the body, the house of voices, sometimes puts down its metal tongs, its needle, or its pen to stare into the distance, to listen to all the names being called before bending again to its labor. Thank you.
Okay, we are going to proceed with dinner, and then after dinner, that you've had an opportunity to enjoy this time to relax with family and friends, and we also have representatives at each table from GRCC. We'll continue with the program, so enjoy the dinner. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's dinner that was prepared by one of our banquet classes, and we have a renowned culinary program here at GRCC. Years ago, we used to hold this event off campus, and almost 10 years ago, we brought it back on campus because we feel that our program rivals just about any program out there. So if you would just join me in thanking our students and our staff for tonight's dinner. Now, little did I know when I kind of started with the theme of finale and kind of theater that, you know, when there is a production, there's an understudy or somebody that if the lead person can't be there, then somebody else has to step in or take that part. I'm sure that person's very nervous. That happens to be me tonight. Dr. Ender, unfortunately, is not able to be with us. He's ill, and I know it's very disappointing for him. Because this is an event that he is very excited to come to and looks forward to congratulating our students. So on his behalf, I'd like to just share a few remarks, if I may. First, I would like to say to everyone that, you know, reaching the top 5% of your class is not just something that everybody does. And perhaps when you began here at GRCC, and I know for students as I look around the room, that's students of all ages. Some students come back after having been out of school for 10 years, 20 years. Some students start in high school. Some students come right after high school. So as you begin, you don't always know how everything's going to end. And certainly to actually reach the top 5% of your class is an outstanding honor, but not certainly a tangible that you maybe had thought that you would attain. But it's something that you have attained, and that's what tonight is about. You chose classes, you've worked towards a degree, you've had an idea of what a career might be for what you want to pursue. You've begun to refine that as you've been here at GRCC, and for some we'll hear tonight, that may have been 2 years, that may have been 6 years, that may have been longer, but you stuck to it, and you stayed at it, and you've actually come to this high honor tonight. And so we congratulate you for that. For some, the road is different. At times, perhaps, when you would have rather not be studying, you did. Perhaps when you had other commitments, it was hard to decide what to do so that you could achieve academically what you have achieved. But by no doubt, as I think about it, and as Dr. Andrew would say, that this is something that you do us proud. And as you go out into the community, you're students that spread the message of this community college and the good work that happens here for our students. The hard work does pay off, and certainly you might not have thought that at different points in time. And for some, I think you were surprised when you got the letter that, wow, I actually achieved that. Even though you were looking at your grades all along and you were making dean's lists and president's list. And for some, maybe you surprised even others that you achieved, but you have achieved. I think that as we think about this chapter and what you've done and what you'll do next, that's what we're most excited about. That's what excites us about Grand Rapids Community College. You actually follow a number, and this has been an honor as a GRCC honor that we bestow. It isn't a national or a regional, it's a GRCC recognition. But you go before many, many other students that come together annually, and we do this annual dinner to recognize. There are a few that couldn't be here tonight, but the majority of you are, and we are very thankful for that. So wherever you go, I think what Dr. Ender would like for me to convey is that you represent GRCC, and we're very proud of that, and we want to congratulate you on that. So can I have a round of applause for everyone that's here tonight and that has gained that degree? There's another group of people that are certainly a part of the success and contribute and assist and support. I'd like to introduce, if I could, one of our board members that's here with us tonight, Dr. Richard Reiskamp. Dr. Reiskamp, if you would stand. Thank you for being here. And I already introduced Dr. Rick Verberg, who is our board chair, who also provides leadership from our board of trustees that helps guide this institution and makes a number of things possible. Thank you to both of you for being here tonight and sharing in this experience. Also with us tonight, we have a number of faculty and staff that are hosting tables or that you've invited. And I'd like for all of our faculty and staff tonight, if you would stand and be recognized. It takes a team, and we're going to hear about the team tonight. One of our traditions at the college is to share a few words and about your experience here, and that's been a tradition that we've had an opportunity to take advantage of, and it's been very enlightening. So at this point, what I'd like to introduce two of our deans that will have the privilege of reading the names this evening. Lori Chesley, who is our Dean for School of Arts and Sciences, and Ms. Fiona Hurt, who's our Dean for Workforce Development. If you would come forward.
Good evening. Please allow me to add my congratulations to Dean Hoxie's on your wonderful achievements in your time here at GRCC. As Dean Hoxie said, I have the pleasure to announce tonight's recipients of the Delta Pi Alpha honor. Dean Hoxie will confer the honor by giving each recipient a gold medallion. A staff member is going to direct you to the front of the room so that you can receive your recognition. We ask that you come up to this end when asked to do so. As Dean Hoxie also said, it's been a tradition here at GRCC to offer you the opportunity to say a few words about your experience at the college and to introduce the guests that you've asked to join you this evening, who I know have been very instrumental in your success. And we do hope that you take advantage of that opportunity. And now the names. Rodney Barodi.
Well, I'm going to set the bar high. I'm going to talk for about 20, 25 minutes, and then we'll be out of here. No? All right. I'll keep it short. I just thank God for bringing me to Grand Rapids and for bringing me to this school and this just amazing program. It's nice to be around so many different programs from the school. We never get to see them a lot of the time when we're cooped up in this building. But I'm really proud that so many culinary arts students are here. If you open up your pamphlet, there's so many culinary arts students here. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the amazing chefs that we have here and just the dedication they have and the examples of just hard work and just integrity and just passion and just inspire you not only in your career, but how do you live your life. And I see Heckwolf and I see Camel there, and I love you guys and everything that you've done for us, just far beyond what your job is. And thank you very much. I thank my girlfriend. She's just, I mean, my car broke down last week. She had to drive me to school and to work, and just everything she's done. She helps me iron my chef coats so I don't get in trouble. She helps me study when I don't want to, and she's just been amazing. And I'm so thankful for all the friends I've had here in the program, just the people that I've went through my classes with, and a lot of them are here today and are the reason that I'm here today. I didn't expect to be here. Like you said, it just kind of sneaks up on you, you know, and just thank you for keeping me going and grilling me on vocab and just everything that you've done for me. Thank you.
Jelaine Bosher.
Well, whatever he just said, I mean all that too, except for the girlfriend. I never had a girlfriend that ironed my chef coats, but I did have a friend, Molly, that stood by my side through this whole thing. So, but I just want to thank all of the instructors, my mentors, for their knowledge. I'm trying to get emotional. I'm a mom that came back to school after 16 years, so it was really hard. My two beautiful children back there, thank you for putting up with mommy. And my husband that can't be here. My parents just giving me the strength and the foundation to just go back and follow your dreams. Thank you.
Tam Bowie.
I've been in the United States for 4 years, and 3 of them I spent at GRCC. I feel this is a wonderful time in my life. First of all, I would like to say thank you to my family, especially my parents. Although they are not here with me physically, but they have been always encouraged me to be a productive person. And second, I would like to say thank you to my husband, who always stood by me. Without his support, I don't know if I'd be here today. And then I also say thank you to my counselor and mentor, Anna Maria Clark. She has given me guidance to be successful in college. And lastly, I would like to say thank you all of my friends and faculty members for being part of my life. Thank you.
Sage Converse.
I just want to say thanks to my family and my boyfriend for keeping my head on straight, because that's not very easy. And all of my friends in culinary school, I've made fantastic friends who have also kept my head on straight and kept me pushing forward and pushing me to be a better person, as well as my chef, Campbell Angus, is taught me a lot about passion and what it means to be a chef and be strong and keep pushing and bettering yourself every day.
Billy Dunn.
Good evening, everybody. Well, today with me I brought my mother and father, and they've supported me quite a bit throughout my trip here. But I can say one thing, that it was pretty easy to do schoolwork, because on the weekends, the old man would ask me to paint the house or mow the lawn, and then I'd remember I'd have schoolwork. So at any rate, it's been a long journey, and I really appreciate all the help and pushing that the old man and my mother as well gave me. So thank you.
Carrie Eads.
Hello. CC's been great just because I got to learn how to be a student again, and I have my wonderful mother with me, and I want to say thank you for everything.
Corey Ellsbury.
I just want to say that my year and a half experience here at GRCC has been wonderful. And a big thanks to that is my special guest tonight, Felix Pereiro. He's been, was a great inspiration to me. Sorry, a little emotional. A great inspiration to me at a difficult time in my life, and always pushed me to do better and better and better. And so I thank you for that. And then most importantly, I'd like to thank my family, my husband and my son. And just thank you for being so supportive when I had to do homework all day, all night, every weekend. Thank you.
Kayla Espino.
Good evening. I just want to thank everyone at GRCC, especially the business department, all my professors that have really helped me achieve my goals, my family, my parents, my mom and dad, my boyfriend. They have all just encouraged me to keep on going and do the best that I can. GRCC offers great programs, and I encourage everyone to come here, and transfer out. They're just really helpful, and they just want to help everyone achieve their goals.
Sherry Evans.
Now I'm going to get all choked up right away. I want to thank GRCC for hiring the quality of teachers that they do, Felix. I've had so many wonderful teachers here, and I could really relate, of course, at my age more with the teachers than I could the students. It was a very fun experience, and I just learned so much. There's just so much to learn, and just, if I could tell all the students that are younger, listen to your instructor. They really can teach you so much. And I want to thank my dear husband, who would sneak up on me and find me playing free cell and encourage me to study. And one of the things that encouraged me also is my daughter happened to be an honor student when she went to both Bowling Green and Eastern Michigan University, and that I wanted to do the same thing she did. Thank you very much.
Brent Folsom.
Hi. I'd just like to thank my family and friends. They've been very supportive to me. And also the faculty and staff. My special guest is Dr. Niles. He works in the physical sciences department as a chemistry professor. He's been great. He's helped me get into my next school, so much stuff. And I'd also like to thank Anna Marie Clark. She's helped me out a lot, picking out my classes and advising me on where to go next and the next path I should take. And I'd recommend GRCC to anyone. They have great teachers, great programs. And I had a fantastic experience.
Tabitha Freeman.
I mainly want to thank my husband, Nate. He's been my biggest supporter for the last 3 years, so he's my big guy right over there. So.
Britt Nora Gautier.
Hi, everybody. I do need to thank my husband and my 2 kids, although they are not here with me tonight, but they have been a support as well as the rest of the family. My dear friend, Deb, who's my guest tonight, she really was the one that kicked me in the butt to get me back to school 2 years ago, as well as my other guest, Mrs. Nikki Banks, with the Criminal Justice Department. Love you.
Kara Henow.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you for this award, and thank you to my family, especially my husband, Joel, who supported me over the last 4 years. I was grateful to be able to attend GRCC because it's local, and they're really flexible scheduling. I was able to work full-time and still complete my degree while attending. So I'm grateful for that opportunity, and thank you to all the staff and faculty for making it such a great program.
Rebecca Hare.
All right, I didn't invite anybody because the entire staff helped me. The teachers were really encouraging. They pushed me harder, and that's why I'm an honor student now. I started out as dropout and took all the 097 classes, and I'm just really glad to be here today.
Shelby Harrison. Amber Howard.
Hello. So the very first day before I started college, a very wise man once said to me, get to know your professors. And that's the very thing I did. I got to know my professors, and they were all amazing, and they got to know me, and the relationships I've built with them, as well as students, some are which are here. I just want to say thank you for all that you have done, Chef Campbell, Chef Dunn. Thank you very much.
Molly Kaufman.
So most of us know us as that sea of white and black coats that you see all over this campus. And we've served you lunch and dinner, and most of us are serving you right now. So I'd like all my culinary kids to stand up right now, whether you have a medal or not, please. And all the chefs that are here currently attending, let's go. You're all here for a reason. And we wouldn't be here without any of you, and I wouldn't be here without my parents, and all of my lovely ladies that have been pushing me for years and years, and my gentlemen in white coats. So I thank all of you for the fact that I'm here, and the fact that we got to do this for all of you for so many years, and we'll keep feeding you as long as you want to eat. Thanks.
Kat Keckler.
First, I want to say thank you to my husband who's here with me tonight, and my 8 kids who are not, but who have supported me through the 3 years that I've spent here. They've pushed me, they've shoved me, they've supported me in every way. possible. I actually have a son in the program with me, so that tells you how much I have appreciated every bit of this program. I've learned something from all the chefs. They've all helped me in some way or another. My guest tonight is Chef Heckwolf, who has helped me in so many ways, opened up a career path for me that I did not know about and that I'm headed towards now that I'll be graduating. So thank you.
Olivia Lawson.
This evening, I invited my professor, Chef Schultz, to join me. And first of all, he's also my boss. So first of all, I want to thank him for his dedication to the students' success in the classroom and out. He worked so hard he realizes that with a degree but no job, it's not worth much. So he's really dedicated to helping the students find jobs, find internships, help them with ideas of business plans. He's really dedicated to giving us success outside of the classroom, and I thank him for that. But especially, he was the first professor that suggested to me that I consider the career of food science, and this fall I will be transferring to Michigan State for food science, and that is a big part thanks to him. And lastly, I can't go without thanking him for his humor, because he makes it so fun for the students to come in every day and also for me to spend every day at work with him, because he's a hilarious guy. And lastly, just the whole culinary program and all the staff and faculty there, it's really become like family to me, and I'm really going to miss it.
Natasha Little.
Hi, I want to thank my husband who supported me all through this, and my two daughters, Samantha, who is not here, and Stephanie, who's here with me tonight. And thank you to Jerry Casari for supporting me through this too. Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce my colleague, Fiona Hurt, Dean of the School of Workforce Development, and she will continue announcing tonight's honorees.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here. Jennifer Lowe. Lindsay Lucas.
Hello, it's a delicious meal. I just wanted to say thank you to my dad and my sister. They're here with me tonight, and they're constant sources of support and encouragement and much needed assistance as someone who lives on their own and is at school full time and work. It's just very busy, and they are always helping me out. And I want to say thank you to Dr. Andrews, who I brought with me here tonight, and she's an amazing woman, a wonderful scientist, and I hope one day I can be a lot like her. And I just wanted to thank GRCC for all the amazing people they have in the Calc and Physics tutoring lab. Everyone in the science building is just amazing. They're all super smart, and it's just really inspiring to be around them all the time. Thanks.
Emily Ludge.
Hi. I just want to thank my mom and dad who have always made it so great for me and my brother growing up, and you guys always read to us and laughed with us, and they will dance with me in the middle of a grocery store and look at other people like they're the weird ones. So I just appreciate everything you do, and especially because over the last 2 years I've come home countless times and told them that I'm dropping out of college because I failed a test horribly and I'm just going to be the hobo that lives in their attic for the rest of my life. And they have done a great job of never rubbing it in too much when I come home a week later and say, actually, I did pass that test. And they only say, I told you so a little bit. And to Dr. Byers, who I brought here with me tonight, you have been such an inspiration to me. And I don't know if I would really want to be in psychology without having you as a professor. And you've gone above and beyond your duties as a professor here. So thank you very much.
Douglas Leidy.
Hello. Not sure why I'm here. I appreciate Delta Phi Alpha for the oversight. I guess I was grandfathered in because I'm a grandfather. My special guest tonight is got a 9:30 bedtime, so she's not here tonight. I do have a numerous amount of people to thank. Chef Schultz for teaching me how to be fun when you're at work, and always remember that. Humor is most important. Chef Angus for teaching me to let my passion drive me. I'd like to say thanks to Chef Dunn for teaching me that there's several things out there that we really don't know about. I'd like to say a special thanks to the staff behind us that cooked our meal tonight, because I've worked with them for the last couple of years. Chef Luba, Chef Josh, and Tara, because they're really good people to work with, and they teach me professionalism, and I appreciate everything they've taught me. So thank you very much.
Cynthia McAllister.
Wow. Well, first of all, I have to say, thank you, Lord. I got this far and I didn't kill one single person. So that's a good start. Thank you to GRCC for this prestigious award. You know, when I started this journey, I had so many doubts if I could even make it through college. And I never expected to be standing here in front of you all today being recognized for my achievements. So I do appreciate that. To my family, to my guy Gord, I have to say that thank you for supporting me through this entire process. Thank you for listening to me every time I had a meltdown or a temper tantrum because the work was too hard. And believe me when I tell you, it happened a lot. So thank you, and thank you for believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. I love you. Education has always been really important to me. I feel like that's one thing that nobody could ever take away from you. And I have 3 beautiful daughters. My oldest daughter has graduated from nursing school and is a nurse in Tampa, Florida. My middle daughter graduated from Grand Rapids Community College and is starting her own business. My youngest daughter, who is here with us tonight, works full-time and is in her 2nd semester at GRCC. So I want to say to my girls and to my grandchildren, thank you for being so understanding when I was busy and preoccupied with homework that I didn't have time to do the things that you needed me to do or go to your softball games or what have you. You guys are the inspiration for me to even go to college. I wanted you to see that regardless of where life takes you, you can do anything you want. Anything you want. And believe me when I tell you, you have taught me as much about life as I have taught you. I'm proud of all of you, and I love you all very much. The special guest I brought tonight is Professor Sue Martins. Professor Martins was one of my first instructors when I came to Grand Rapids Community College, English 101. She had her work cut out for her. I hadn't been in school for 35 years. So I remember she said that because she used a red pen to grade her students' papers, that they nicknamed her the Slasher. Believe me, true story. It didn't take me long to figure out. But actually, I wanted to say thank you, Professor Martins, because what you taught me really set the foundation for my career at GRCC. Almost every class I took, I was required to write papers, and I did well. And one of the reasons was because of you. So I thank you for that, and I want you to know that it was a privilege to have you as teacher. And finally, I just want to say that I'm honored to be included in such a distinguished group of people tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Laura McGuire.
First of all, I think that if a speech is required, there should have been wine on the table. That's just my opinion. I've been incredibly impressed to see how many non-traditional students that have been here tonight. I had a 25-year absence from school. That's a long time to be absent. And I was a nervous wreck when I started here. And Rick Barnhart's class was one of my very first ones. And I've heard a lot of people talk about someone who's their mentor here. I think that by the time you get to my age, you realize how incredibly rare a mentor is to find. I don't know if any of you have read Sir Ken Robinson's book, The Element. I had the honor of meeting him just a few weeks ago when he was in Grand Rapids. But he talks about the importance of a mentor, and he says that mentors take a unique and personal place in our lives. They open doors and get involved directly in our journeys. They show us the next steps, and they encourage us to take them. And I cannot thank Rick Barnhart enough because he has been a mentor in every sense of the word for me. And I'm actually already a transfer student. I've been at Grand Valley for this past year. I will be graduating in December. The business department at CC is phenomenal. I have not had any class at Grand Valley that I did not feel fully prepared, and sometimes even more prepared. And so I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
Caitlin Moore.
Hi, everyone. First, I'd like to thank God for giving me such success in my life. And my parents have been a huge role in all of this. They've been very supportive and encouraging to me. In GRCC, I've been here since I was dual-enrolled student in high school, and they've just given me such a great opportunity, and I'm so thankful for it. Thank you.
Sarah Noble.
Hi. I just want to thank my friends and my family and my coworkers, my fiance. They've all been such a wonderful support group. They've been very encouraging to me. I have my mom here. I need to thank you for being so strict when you were homeschooling me. That really set the foundation for me to be successful here. I know I didn't always like you being strict, but it really was helpful to me, so thank you so much for loving me and pushing me. I didn't think I was going to get emotional today, but and also I have my coworker Betsy here. I've really enjoyed our talks together. You've been the best listener ever. I just really enjoyed working with you. I'll really miss you when I move, so just thank you so much for supporting me.
Jeffrey Knoll.
My mom couldn't be here today because she's down in Avondale, Arizona, so she'll be watching this on the recording. Mom, I want to say thank you for everything. I love you very much. You've been my rock and foundation throughout this entire experience, and I just want to say thank you and I love you. I want to give thanks to my three favorite professors because luckily they are here today. Professor Pereiro is here. Thank you very much for challenging me to raise the bar for myself. Professor Foster, every day I just wanted to go to class. I couldn't wait to get up in the morning and just go to your class. It was such an experience. It was great. And then to Professor Eric Mullen, thank you very much for teaching me about leadership and how to improve myself and how to be better at the things that I do. I also want to give thanks to my stepmom who's here. She's been great. She helped me get back into school and was there for me when I needed her. She gave me all the support and love that a mother would, and so I just want to thank you, Tina. Dad, I want to thank you too. You've been great. You've helped me get through this experience. Hasn't been easy, but you were there the entire process. I want to thank you for that. And my special guest is here tonight, Ian Riley. He has been an amazing mentor, and I work with him in the IT department, and just being allowed to talk to him and having somebody to listen to you and get your thoughts and get feedback, it helped me get through this experience. Even when things were so hard and so difficult, you were there saying, keep going, you can do this. So I want to say thank you, Ian Riley. To everybody that I thanked and anybody that didn't, if you played a role in this one's for you. Thank you.
Kelly Pascucci.
Hi, everybody. People at my table, I've already warned them that I'm probably going to give a long speech, so I think they're a little frightened. First of all, I would like to thank God for putting me on this path. Secondly, I would like to thank my wonderful husband for the countless meals that he would bring down to the office while I was busy doing homework night after night, and I wasn't able to cook for myself, the family, our 2 children. I am part of the computer programming department, and I am in the minority being female, and it has been such a pleasure to be part of this entire organization from GRCC, and the number of instructors that I've had that really have been mentoring me all along this journey has been wonderful. And I'm sure that all of the students here would probably have to say the exact same thing. My special guest here this evening is Tim Scudder, and the reason that I ask him is because Monday nights, after being here all day long, it is such a joy to come to class. He jokes saying that he's excited to be there, but honestly, I truly am at 7 o'clock at night after being in school all day long. It is a joy to come to your class every night, every Monday night. The amount of education that I've gotten, it's been hard. You set the bar very high for me, but I feel like I am almost ready to be out in the job field at this point, and it's because of you, sir. One of the things that you actually did for me is suggest that I read a book called Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg, and that night, even though it was 11 o'clock at night by the time I got home, you suggested that I go home and actually look it up. I purchased it that night. It's called Lean In. I read it probably within a week's time, even though I had all this other homework to do. And sir, I've chosen to lean in, and I would suggest that everybody else do the exact same thing. It's important. I would like to thank all the other instructors that have helped me along the way.
Brian Peel.
All right, this is actually my second speech for the day. Hopefully this time I'm not being graded or time though. First off, I'd like to thank everyone at GRCC, all the faculty, staff for the great job they do, for maintaining the small class sizes that allow you to have one-on-one time with the instructors that you might not see if you went to some of the bigger state colleges. Every teacher that I've had the chance to meet, the pleasure to meet, has went above and beyond the call of duty and given me a quality education. I would like to thank my guests tonight. I have my dad, Michael, right here. Also my stepmother, Donna, who couldn't be here tonight. They've given me a lot of support and encouraged me to choose this path, even though I was out of school for 18 years. So it's been a while for me, too. I have my father-in-law, Andy, and my mother-in-law, Lois, here. They've also been great support for me, encouraged me to keep pushing, to keep going, that it's never too late. You can always make changes in your life for the better. And most importantly, my beautiful wife, Allie, who has always been my greatest cheerleader, my companion in life, and the rock, the foundation that everything that I stand for is built upon. Thank you very much.
Nancy Caro.
This medal represents all the effort and dedication that I devoted to my education in this institution. I wanted to thank God for being here and all the great people that I had met. And particularly, I wanted to thank my professor, Richard Barhan, who is here tonight. I want to thank my counselor, Patrick Kamau, who is not here. To my friends, Anna and Ale, for being here, that became like my family in this country. But especially, I want to thank give thanks to my son, Damian, who is not here, and my future husband, Gerardo. Thank you for all your patience, for your love and support. And this medal also is a symbol to show all the Hispanic women that we can accomplish all our goals and dreams with very hard work and dedication. Thanks, and have a good night to all of you.
Rixie Rodriguez.
Hi, everyone. I want just thank you to my family and my friends to support me and help me through this path. My two beautiful kids, Andres and Andrea, my husband, and Ursula, my friend. Thank you.
Leslie Rulevitz.
Hello. I started in the culinary program 3 years ago, just ready to reinvent myself and go down a different career path, and not thinking that I was going to be making any friends along the way. And so I would first like to thank all of the friends that I've met in culinary school. You're not only friends, you're soulmates. You're 750 people that I share the same exact passion with. I'd like to thank the staff because without the culture that you create and the family that you've put together here, we would not have all come together and met one another. I would like to thank my boyfriend, Ryan, who's not here because he's stuck in pastry class right now. He's somebody that I met at the beginning of the program and have leaned on throughout and have the privilege to graduate with this semester. And lastly, but most importantly, I would like to thank my parents. I might be biased because they're mine, but they're the best, and I love you.
Mike Sanford.
I just want to thank the entire GRCC faculty. This has been a long road for me. I kind of compare it to my service in the Marine Corps. It's, albeit that was tested my physical capacity, this has definitely tested my academic and my mental capacity. I would not have been able to do this alone. I had brought some friends, some of my family, my brother, his wife Jennifer, my brother Brian, my friend Phil, his wife Leah. They encouraged me the entire way. I see other people in the room here that were also an inspiration to me. Professor Suzanne Martins. It was a compliment. I told her she reminded me of a Marine Corps drill instructor. But I meant it as a compliment. I sincerely believe the reason I'm standing here this evening, though, is due to the faculty member that I invited this evening. That's Miss Kelly Rosen. She's a math adjunct and tutor here at GRCC. She got me through 3 math classes. I received A's in all of them. It's been 29 years since I've been in school. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your patience, your persistence. I'm not the easiest person to work with at times, and you made the way you teach it clicked. I just understood it. So again, I want to thank everybody. And even though I'm not a culinary student, I want to thank everybody in the culinary department. I lived in Art and Beth's. I mean, I don't know which one the chef is, but they're all very friendly, very. I studied a lot there. I ate every day. I'll probably come back down just to eat. So again, thank you everybody. Kelly, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. The jumbles of letters and numbers make sense now, and nobody can take that from me. So thank you. This is the fruits of my labor. So thank you very much.
Elizabeth Schmidt.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say that I was very doubtful of my academic abilities when I first started here. And thanks to the help of my family and all of the great teachers here, I far exceeded my expectations. Thank you.
Courtney Slider.
All right. Yeah, it's been a long trip. I want to thank my special guest, my wife, for running interference with the kids so I could sneak an hour or two to study and to do homework, and the sacrifices to your schedule for my late night classes and your maybe not being able to do your stuff. Thanks to GRCC. It was a wonderful experience, and frankly, I regret not doing it sooner. So thank you.
Beth Steimel.
Hello. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I don't like talking in front of people. I've had an amazing time here at GRCC, and one of those reasons is my guest here tonight, Ms. Beth Ann Talsma in the back. I was fortunate enough to have my career bookended with her. I had a couple classes with her my first semester here when I didn't know anything, and she really established all the basics and foundations that I needed to be successful here. And by the time I had her for my last class in my last semester here, it was second nature to me, and I'm forever grateful for that. I'd like to thank my family and my friends as well, who have been nothing but loving and supportive and encouraging this entire time and for my entire life. Thank you.
Gregory Terry.
Hello. Obviously, I just want to thank my family. It's been a really good experience here at GRCC. I've had fantastic instructors. I haven't had any bad teachers. I've had some that I've hated, but usually you love them afterwards. So, those are the ones you really, really, really remember. So, my special guest is Lita Anderson in the Language and Thought Department. She's just Frau Anderson to us, but she's been an inspiration to me and has encouraged me to get more involved on campus, and I think that it's really great. We could all maybe do more and give back to the community. So, yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Randy Thaler.
I've really enjoyed my time here at GRCC and the opportunity I've had to just work with so many great faculty members, all the way from Tom Kachel in theater to Kate Byerwalter in child psychology. Even the great advice I get from professors that I've not even been in their class, like Sue Martins. Thank you very much. And of course, to the great professors in the zoology department, Matt Douglas, and my guest who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, Dr. Greg Forbes. I really love to say thank you for always going above and beyond to encourage your students to do great and making class so hilarious, really, even through dissections, which can be pretty gross. But thank you very much.
Randy Vanderplug.
Hi, I'd like to thank my family, especially my dad, who was able to be here tonight for his support and guidance through this. And I'd also like to thank my wonderful professors and teachers. Thank you.
Samantha Weirs.
I'm the last one, of course. I'd like to thank my parents and my family, and I'd like to thank my special guest, Lori Foster. There's not many teachers that take you to a brewery to teach you about fermentation, but it's been great. Thank you.
That's great. To remember that one. At this time, I would like to ask all Delta Pi Alpha recipients to please stand. This completes the list of Delta Pi Alpha honor recipients attending this evening for Grand Rapids Community College, academic year 2012-2013. Please join me again in another round of applause. You certainly deserve it. Thank you. You may sit down. Next, I would like to introduce Patty Tripkowski, who's the Associate Provost and Dean of Instructional Support. She will be announcing the 4.0 honor students and recipient of the Arthur Anders Cup for 2013. Patty?
Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. It was very, very moving to hear everyone's stories, and appreciate so much that you shared with us a bit of your journey. You are all a great inspiration to us, and I'm very grateful. I do have the honor of acknowledging the 4.0 students out of your group. So I would like the following students to please come forward as I call your name. Tam Boy, Sejay Converse, Corey Ellsbury, Brent Folsom, Britt Nora Gautier, Emily Ludge, Cynthia McAllister, Laura McGuire, Kelly Pascucci, and Ryan Peel. Standing before you are 10 of the 12 students who have achieved a perfect 4.0 with us this year. This is truly an outstanding academic achievement. Each will receive a plaque recognizing this 4.0 accomplishment at Grand Rapids Community College. Please join me in recognizing their academic excellence with your applause. Let's give them all one more round of applause. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to present the Arthur Andrews Award for 2013. This gold cup symbolizes the Arthur Andrews Award for Excellence in Scholarship and Honors for each new Delta Phi Alpha member. Permanent possession is given to the new Delta Pi Alpha member who has earned the highest grade point average. The Arthur Andrews Cup honors the memory of Arthur Andrews, who served Grand Rapids Community College, Grand Rapids Junior College, as its president for 35 crucial years, from 1919 to 1955. Arthur Andrews was a man dedicated to the preservation, growth, and academic excellence of Grand Rapids Junior College. Then, in its early formative years, and not receiving any state or federal funds to help pay its costs, the college was several times yanked back from the brink of extinction by Dr. Andrews' persuasive arguments and vigorous advocacy before a financially beleaguered Grand Rapids Public Schools Board. Arthur Andrews valued the college and its academic integrity. He often made the point that we must give our students an education here as good or better than they would receive at the university. The records of Grand Rapids Junior College and community college students who have gone on to further study certainly show that his colleagues and successors still espouse this lofty goal. So this evening, we honor the memory of one of our outstanding leaders and the achievement of the outstanding students assembled here tonight. We now bestow a share of this award upon each of you, the new Delta Pi Alpha members. The present graduating class, whose top students we honor, include the 10 of whom we just acknowledged, who have earned a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average. Since, as the slogan says, you can't do better than all A's, we have to find some way of distinguishing the student who will be given permanent possession of this gold cup from his or her equally accomplished peers. We do this by choosing the student from among the 12 who has earned, in addition to a perfect 4.0 average, the greatest number of honor grade points, signifying the most credits earned. It gives me great pleasure now to announce the recipient of the 2013 Arthur Andrews Cup, Laura McGuire.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I can say in all honesty, I have never received a trophy in my entire life. This is completely unexpected, and I'm in a state of shock, and just thank you, everybody. And in my speech before, I didn't thank someone else who's here who I think is, without a doubt, one of, if not the most phenomenal instructor here, and that's Lori Foster. She took a student like me who I did not like science class at all when I was in high school. I took the minimum. And I took honors biology with Lori, and she made me love biology, which I never ever thought would be possible. And I'm sorry that I missed out on the class that got to go to Founders to learn about fermentation, but but anyway, thank you very, very much. This is really, really an honor. Thank you.
That's a lot, isn't it? And great stories of our students and what they've accomplished, and it's amazing, just amazing. I want to mention that one of the honors that you have by being a Delta Pi Alpha recipient is at commencement, and I hope to see all of you there on May 3rd at 6 o'clock. Along with your guests, but you actually have the honor of wearing your medallion with your cap and gown on commencement. So I hope that you will do that. Well, this really concludes our program. Tonight, as an annual event, we've gathered today with outstanding students, your family members, your friends, our faculty, and our staff. And I think we would call this an outstanding academic finale, would we not? Clearly, I think it's obvious that everyone has worked hard, you've been committed, you've achieved your academic goals with the support and assistance of many, but also under your own personal perseverance. Each and any one of you have changed the college, by your attending here and interacting with our faculty and staff, and I know that your journey, as many of you talked about, and it takes some courage to do that, about what you've carved out as your path. We expect to see great things and hear more as you become alum of GRCC and continue to stay in contact with the college. I think probably the name of our production, although it might not be as classy as Funny Girl or In the Rain, it might be, it's about start, it's about persistence, it's about succeeding, but it's about completing. And you've all completed and you've done an amazing job. Thank you so much for sharing this evening with us this evening, and I hope this has been something that's moved you towards all that your goals have been. Thanks again for attending.